think where the people that say it's not, where they get messed up is, of course, some calories are going to affect your metabolism differently. So if it affects your metabolism, it's still calories out. And it's weird that people don't think that, because then I just look at food items like, okay, if that's going to somehow impede my hormonal system or slow my metabolism down, it's still calories in, calories out. I'm going to.
I can't control how much body heat I make. I mean, there's aspects that I have no voluntary control over.
Right.
And I think, we see these guys that will do this short term. Well, I ate 5,000 calories for 2 weeks on carnivore. Well, yeah, but probably for a period of time, maybe your heart rate increased for a while. Probably your body heat went up for a little while. Mm-hmm. That adaptation eventually stops.
Yeah.
And then you start getting fat. And these people that say, well, I ate, whatever I ate, I went on vacation, I ate all this stuff and it was a week. But I mean, you do that constantly over a period of 3 or 4 months, you're going to get fat. It's just going to happen. So, I mean, there's short-term adaptations and there's long-term effects of what's going on over time. And so, yeah, I mean, I can't control how much body heat. I mean, I could run and exercise. Yeah, I can increase my body heat temporarily, but we see that. I mean, my friend Nick Norwitz, I mean, he did an experiment. He ate 6,000 calories. He's a skinny little dude. And he saw his heart rate went up and he saw his body heat temperature. He literally measured his friggin' rectal body temperature every day. And he said,
oh my goodness,
that's dedication.
That is
right.
Commitment.
But I mean, it's like, if your body heat goes up by 2 degrees, how many calories is that? I don't know. I mean, it's probably significant.
A lot. That is fascinating, man. You've answered it. This is a great conversation. I also want to add that per the data, if you overeat protein, it does not cause fat gain.
Well, that's according to Jose.
Pretty
Jose Antonio. Yeah. He said he couldn't figure out where the protein went. It just like disappeared. Well, where the hell did it go?
So theoretically, based on your system, you could, again, you have to have those fat refeed days. If you switch to leaner sources and it's mostly protein, I think that'll take care of, you could eat the same volume of food. Just switch up the macronutrient content.
Yeah, you can just eat more. You can just eat more food. You can eat more protein. Well, I mean, it's interesting. There's a new study that just came out, which is, it's kind of somewhat related, but it was talking about insulin response. Now, we typically we know that carbohydrates drive insulin pretty significantly. We know that protein drives it moderately. We thought that fat drove it minimally to none. Well, a new study, they just did a study on, they took a bunch of dead people and they took their pancreas out and they took their beta cells out and they kept them alive and they fed them different macronutrients. And they found that in about 8% of the people, they had a really huge response with protein to insulin, or insulin was secreted massively according to protein. And about 8% of the population, fat actually led to this huge increase in insulin. So it's not quite as, again, there's some subtle variations from person to person. So it's quite, interesting that some people may struggle with that. But I agree with you. I think that you can massively consume protein and probably not gain weight for most people. However, some people have, if they're diabetic, pre-diabetic, then they have some glucose issues, because we see that there's a threshold where protein will stimulate glucagon, and glucagon causes glycogenolysis. So your liver just dumps all the glucose into your system. So you've got.
If you enjoyed this video, you can see the entire podcast at rumble.com/evening rants. That's rumble.com/evening rants. See you there. I'm looking for something to prime my body to reach my goals. You want to lose weight, but a lot of people just chase their tail trying to lose weight. Let me explain. You get the latest fad, you do the latest diet, you get on the latest pill. But think about it like a car. You can put the finest fuel in the car, but if the car is broken, what are you doing with yourself? You're just going to give your body this fuel, but the body itself is broken. Your body needs to operate efficiently. Your body needs your lungs, your kidney, your liver, your heart. They all need to be working optimally for your body to process the nutrients, to burn the fat, to even build the muscle. I'm looking for the best overall health and organ supplement ever created. And that's why at Ambrosia, we have something called Ambrosia Nectar. Since 2015, we've been focusing on things that other companies don't focus on. We needed people to operate efficiently with their brain. So we had mental jewels. We needed people to have proper fuel, Ambrosia Plant. But the product that I'm most proud of is Ambrosia Nectar. Ambrosia Nectar contains 13 natural, proven ingredients to help with all the things that make your body run. Ambrosia Nectar is what you need, and it is the perfect supplement to prime your body for whatever your goal might be.